In Google Ads campaigns, there are two available settings for your audience segments: observation and targeting. In this video, I'm going to describe them both and then advise you on the best times to use them. Observation mode simply tells Google, if someone in that list interacts with my ad, then I want to know the data on it. I usually recommend that you add about 10 to 12 relevant audience segments when you're using observation mode in a campaign. You'll be gathering free data on these segments and learning over time which of those to value more or less. For example, say you're selling lava lamps. You might discover that green living enthusiasts, which is an affinity segment, are twice as likely to convert. You wouldn't have known this without observing them as a segment, and now you can test new strategies based on this learning. Now that might tempt you to add every audience segment that there is, but it's generally not worthwhile for several technical reasons that I'm not going to expand on here, but also Google just doesn't make it that easy to do so. Just add the audience segments that you think might be relevant and move on. In my experience, observation mode is best when your budget isn't too tight and you want to gather as much data on your shopping audience as possible. Targeting mode, on the other hand, tells Google, only show my ad to people who are in this list. That means you're significantly narrowing down the number of shoppers who can see your ad. This can be an excellent tactic if you're pretty sure that these audience segments are statistically much more likely to convert on your site. It saves you money from being spent more broadly where there are greater chances of showing ads to unqualified shoppers. For example, say you're selling sofas online. You may do much better at just targeting the home furnishings and living room in-market segments. Google figures that the people in these lists are actively interested in purchasing home furniture. I'd say that selecting targeting mode is best when you have a relatively tiny budget to spend, or your back's against the wall and you're desperate to improve the efficiency of the campaign in a short space of time. Over my 20 years of experience with Google Ads in e-commerce, I've used this tactic and it's worked out quite often. If you want more tips and insights like this, go ahead and subscribe.